So guys, now let's talk about something very important, that is 10 signs of high emotional intelligence. So number 1, that is you think about feelings. You ask yourself, what are my weaknesses? What are my strengths? Am I allowed to do that? Or how can I do that? So these are the questions you ask yourself, and then you come with solutions. You think about the other ways or different mechanisms to overcome that. So that is first thing. You think about feelings, because feelings are so important. And in this era of globalization, we've almost become we're like robots now. We think about work and scheduling, and we're constantly thinking about running away from our feelings. And that is so not right. Sometimes it's very necessary to just sit and think about our feelings. So that is number 1 step of high emotional intelligence. Second, you take a pause. You take a break, because breaks are necessary. For example, if someone ever asks you something and you don't know the answer, or if someone is telling you to give commitments and all, you just take a break. You think, you revive, you brainstorm, and then you come up with an answer. So taking a break is very important, and it's also the second sign of high emotional intelligence. Now, what is our third step? Our third step is controlling our thoughts. You strive, and you're constantly striving to control your thoughts. So, what you do before taking any step, you're keeping a mental diet. You're keeping your thoughts in check. You're asking yourself, if I do this, what will be my setbacks? And you keep your thought process under your control. So you are the protagonist of your own reality, and that is exactly how you strive to keep your thoughts under control. So that is the third step of high emotional intelligence. Number 4 is you benefit from criticism. For example, we have often, encounter some people who gives us constructive criticism. For example, if they're not liking your outfit, or if it doesn't go with the agenda or the event purpose. For example, if they come to you and tell you that this is not the dress code. So if you are a person of high emotional intelligence, you'll take those constructive criticisms lightly, and you'll think, I think I need to change, or I need to do something to make myself more adaptable. But you don't take anything negatively. You don't wallow yourself in self-pity, and you just think, oh my God, what just happened? And you constantly overthink. You don't do that. You take criticisms lightly. And that is also one of the signs of high emotional intelligence. So our next step is you show authenticity. So you're the kind of person who's very genuine. You're real. And whatever you do, it's true. And the first step of high emotional intelligence is also being true to yourself. If you're not true to yourself or your emotions, you can never achieve anything. Sixth number step is you give helpful feedback. If your friend in need asks for your advice, or if someone needs your advice, you always give them a positive feedback, or you explain things pretty nicely. So that is also a very important sign of high emotional intelligence. Seventh step, this is very important, and that is you apologize. You just don't say sorry and just don't mean it. That is not the step. What we mean by apologizing is you're genuinely sorry. You're genuinely apologizing from the bottom of your heart. You forget and you forgive. Because if you keep on holding grudges, and if you feel like you're going to heal probably in afterlife, then this is a bad sign. You really need to let things go in order to survive. You really need to move on. So that is also the 7th step of high emotional intelligence. Our next step is, as I've already mentioned in apologizing, that is you forgive and forget. You just let things go, because letting go is so important. Now, our 9th step is you keep your commitments. So this is very important, because if you gave someone your promise and you told them that, yes, I'll be there for you, and then you just don't show up. That is so disheartening, that is so disappointing. So you really need to keep your commitments, or else you just don't commit. Because promising someone something and then just you don't show up, that is also very heartbreaking for that another person. So the ninth step is you keep your commitments. That is also a very good gesture, and that makes you a very good human being as well. And the last step, that is going to make you a very highly intuitive, a better human being. And also the 10th step of high emotional intelligence is none other than you help others. Your heart craves for people, which is basically you know how to be there for people. You have always been an empath, so no matter what happens, you will always keep on helping, because whenever you help them, it's not only helping them, but it's also helping you, because you feel better. After going home, you feel grateful to the universe. You know that you did something really amazing, and you're always in a great mood because helping others will make you happy too. So that is all for high emotional intelligence. We'll be seeing you guys in the next session. Thank you, everybody.